Since the carrot season is at its peak, I decided why not place this worldwide popular vegetable under spotlight for today's episode of Foodology. Welcome. You're listening to TALRadio, powered by Touch a Life Foundation, and this is Foodology. I'm radio host Devansh, and on this show, I talk about the enormous world of a little word called food. Even though today you can find carrots all year round, they are certainly a winter crop, thriving between temperatures of 15 to 20 degrees Celsius or 60 to 70 Fahrenheit. If there's anyone who knows a lot about carrots, it's definitely Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny even eats the green carrot tops, recognizing that carrot tops and all are among the most nutritious food on the planet. Not just that, it also made us believe that rabbits eat carrots. Scientifically, carrots are actually bad for rabbits, as they are high in sugar and may cause health problems. They should only be given to them as an occasional treat. Did you know that carrot tops were considered a fashion statement when worn by ladies of the English court? Carrots were also prepared as a love potion by ancient Greeks, and that carrots were originally purple or possibly white with thin roots. Then a mutation occurred which removed the purple pigments and gave birth to yellow ones, from which orange carrots were developed. The earliest evidence of its use dates back to 3000 BC in Western Asia. From there, wild carrot seeds were picked, carried and sold to neighboring Arabian, African and Asian countries, who all accepted carrots immediately and started crossbreeding and creating new types of carrots. Seeds, leaves and flowers of the carrots were more important than the root vegetable itself. Some close relatives of the carrot are still grown for their leaves and seeds, such as parsley, cilantro, coriander, fennel, anise, dill, and cumin. The modern or cultivated carrot originates from Afghanistan, Central Asia, from where it spread to Europe and the rest of the world. Even in those ancient times, many colors of carrots were present and used: black, white, red, and purple. Although carrots were already known by the Greeks and Romans, it wasn't until the 17th century that the first orange carrot appeared. It is believed that from ancient times, carrots moved in two directions: eastwards towards India and China, and westwards towards the European countries. The tradition of medicinal carrot usage moved from Egypt to Greece and to Rome in the first millennia BC. They were mainly popular for their seeds, leaves, and flowers, because the carrot root was itself very bitter and hard to eat. Romans found a way to boil carrots and eat them with live dressings and various herbs. By the 13th century, carrots traveled from Persia to Asia, reaching distant Japan. During the same time, European carrots started being cultivated in France and Germany. Those carrots were bitter, but they were extremely nutritious. And due to this, its popularity quickly spread across entire Europe. In 1609, English settlers of the New World started cultivating carrots in their American colonies. Brazil was the first South American country to receive carrots in mid-17th century. And not much later, carrots arrived to Australia. The modern yellow carrot appeared in Netherlands during 17th century as a tribute to the ruling House of Orange. After years of selective breeding, the Dutch yellow carrot was engineered to be without bitterness, with increased sweetness and a minimal wooden core. This carrot type was named Daucus carota, and it quickly became popular across the entire continent. American cuisine did not include carrots for the longest of times. It was accepted to the American homes only after World War I, when soldiers returning home brought stories of incredible French and other European cuisines, which greatly helped them survive the war. Then the popularity of carrot rose even further after the World War II, where carrot was being prepared in both sweet and savory ways, and many recipes were emerging throughout the world. Carrot gets its name from the French word carotte, which in turn comes from the Latin word carota. As we all know that carrots are nutrition powerhouses, and there's plenty of reasons why you should incorporate them in your diets. During the 1st century, the ancient Greeks and Romans rarely ate the bitter carrots, but used them instead for medicinal purposes. Any sores were treated with the compressed, ground up of carrots. Carrots were prescribed as a stomach tonic and were believed to improve eyesight. And this belief is no myth. The high content of vitamin A is beneficial and contributes to the function of retina of our eyes. During World War II, Royal Air Force pilots were urged to consume carrots to maintain good eyesight. Because beta-carotene is a powerful antioxidant, eating carrots frequently may help prevent cataracts. Carrots contain a small amount of vitamin K, which is a fat-soluble vitamin. It helps with blood clotting and prevents the body from losing calcium. This red wondrous vegetable can help give your skin a radiant glow. Apart from beta-carotene, lutein and lycopene, the high silicon content of this vegetable can promote healthy skin and nails. The vitamin A in carrots helps the T cells, which are white blood cells supporting the immune system. Eating a healthy dose of carrots is sure to have positive impacts on your immune system. Carrots have a large amount of fiber, especially with peels. They can facilitate digestion and maintaining healthy bowel movements. This fiber also adds volume to your food without having a much increase in calories. This means that carrots can help in weight loss, as the fiber in them can be filling, making a person consume less calories. Carrots have a low glycemic index, which means that eating them won't cause a spike in your blood sugar, which is especially beneficial for people suffering from diabetes. In fact, raw carrots have a lower glycemic index than cooked ones. Carrots are loaded with antioxidants, which are compounds that fight free radicals. Free radicals can cause oxidative stress, resulting in health problems like cardiovascular disease and even cancer. The vitamin K and small amounts of calcium and phosphorus in carrots may help to improve bone health, thereby preventing osteoporosis. These nutrients in carrots offer plenty of health benefits that make them worth eating. Carrots are versatile. People can eat them raw, steamed, boiled, roasted, or as an ingredient in soups and stews. You can shred or cut them for your salads. Carrot salad with raisins and nuts can go equally well with some variations like chopped dried fruits and sunflower seeds. You can also add some rose water or orange blossom water for some exotic touch. You can prepare them as a soup, or use them in curries, gravies, stocks, or make a broth out of them. Steam them, roast them in the oven, blend them with other fruits and vegetables to make a smoothie, use them in your baked goods for an extra load of nutrition, or you can simply combine baby carrots with a dip like hummus for a simple midday snack. Because of their natural sweetness, carrots were used during the Middle Ages to sweeten cakes and desserts throughout Europe. The British were known for their steamed puddings that frequently included carrots or parsnips as sweeteners. By the 18th and 19th centuries, British cookbooks often included carrots in their pudding recipes. Even in Asia, carrots are made into preserves, jams, and even syrups. In Central Asia and Iran, bright orange carrots are shredded to garnish their dishes, while India features carrots in their halwa and kheer, two pudding-like desserts which are enjoyed even today. It is savoured in different ways all over the world. Why not start with the most popular of them all? Carrot cake. Carrots' usage for our medieval ancestors wasn't any stranger. They had been enjoying carrot puddings for its sweetness and nutrition. This carrot pudding, made from steamed or mashed carrots, had to go a long way before it became what we know today as carrot cake. Europeans took carrots with them to Americas, and a big development in the world of carrot cake came in the early 1900s, when the pudding began to be baked in loaf pans, more like a quick bread. Carrots were used as an agent of moisture and sweetness in cakes when luxury foods were rationed during First and Second World Wars. It's possible too that the government became carrot pushers, especially in England, where recipes were distributed to promote the carrot as a nutrient-dense ingredient. Most likely, the recipe was imported to the US following the Second World War, after which, during the 1960s, their availability became common all over restaurants and cafeterias in the US. Carrot cake's popularity boomed in 1970s, when carrot cake was perceived as being healthy. Of course, the thick slather of cream cheese, butter, confectioner's sugar, and cream became the frosting of choice in the 1960s. This was the same time when Philadelphia cream cheese released many recipe pamphlets. And it is also a possibility that during this time, carrot cake and cream cheese frosting really became a bonded pair. Carrot bread, however, is something not to be confused with carrot cake. Both of these use carrots as their main ingredients, but carrot breads are denser, less sweet, yeast leavened, and they are not frosted. Despite the name of our next carrot dish, people from Korea probably won't be familiar with it. Julienne carrots, marinated in white vinegar, vegetable oil, coriander, red pepper, and fresh garlic. But anyone from Uzbekistan or West Russia would immediately recognize it. Morkovcha, or Korean carrots. The history of this Korean salad is twisted, but some people say that Korean immigrants that migrated to the former Soviet Union in the mid-19th century were just trying to recreate kimchi with whatever ingredients were available to them, and that gave birth to morkovcha, or the spicy Korean carrots. Next up are scissorier. Scissorier is a traditional sweet made from caramelized carrots, shredded coconut, roasted walnuts, hazelnuts, or pistachios. Variations of this treat exist, which replaces carrots with fig or date puree. The name is nonetheless derived from the word Caesar, which means carrot in Arabic. It originated from eastern Mediterranean Turkish province of Adana. Grated carrots are boiled first and then roasted with sugar, and coconut powder is spread on it, along with pistachios, hazelnuts, peanuts, or walnuts. The next carrot delicacy on our list is an Indian classic, which is a customary preparation in all Indian households at least once during the winter months. As we all know that Indian food is influenced by many factors. The dessert that I am about to mention too is an adaptation of foreign culinary masterpieces. Throughout the medieval period, strong Persian, Turkish, and Iranian influences began to manifest in Indian cuisine. Various empires and dynasties rose and fell. From those influences evolved the gajrela or the gajar ka halwa. It is a sweet pudding-like dish of carrots simmered in milk, cooked with sugar, spices, nuts, and ghee. This is a very traditional dish from the Mughal era, lumped into a dessert category called Mughlai Mithai. Tracing back the history of the word halwa comes the word halv, meaning sweet. Legends believe that the process of cooking halwa can be traced back to the Ottoman Empire. It is said that the Sultan or the empire maintained an exclusive kitchen for cooking sweets. At that point of time, halwa was supposed to be prepared only with 3 ingredients: starch, fat, and sweetener. Halwas were prepared out of fruits, vegetables, and pulses, and that influence slowly and gradually came into the Indian subcontinent. While some people say that this dish traces back to the Byzantine Empire sometime before the 12th century. In all the recipe traces, one can find sugar as a common sweetener. Dates, nuts, and other spices were used to add flavor and taste to the dish. Next are simis. Simis is a classical Ashkenazi Jewish food. It is a sweet, diced carrot stew that usually includes raisins or prunes and is flavored with honey and cinnamon. Sometimes it also contains meat, particularly brisket. It can be eaten all year round, but is a special delicacy on Rosh Hashanah, when people traditionally eat sweet foods as an omen for a sweet year. Porkkanalatiko. Porkkanalatiko is a traditional Finnish casserole made from carrots and rice baked in a custard of eggs and milk. The vegetables are cooked and pureed, mixed with milk or cream and eggs, sweetened with brown sugar or molasses, flavored with nutmeg, and then baked in the oven. No matter if it's in Vietnam or in Mexico, in South Africa or in Sweden, the popularity of carrots is growing day by day, simply due to more awareness of its nutritional value. Now that modern technology has made its availability all year round, the vegetable can be savored to your preference, but nothing tastes better than the seasonal produce fresh from the farmer's market. If parsnips are considered the Cinderella of fruit vegetables, then carrots rightly would be the Prince Charming, versatile, reliable, and nutritious. Thank you so much for sticking around with me on this episode of Foodology. I had an incredible time talking to you. This is radio host Devansh. Hope you have a beautiful and a magical day ahead. See you soon.